Hey everyone, sorry, I was checking something on the laptop. It wasn't, but it's fine. Right, here's player rankings time. Thank you, I'm Paul Machin. I'm still a bit discombobulated if I'm being perfectly honest. And good luck to the YouTube captions on working that one out. Liverpool beat Nottingham Forest 1-0. 99th minute winner. Darwin Nunez header. We all, let's be honest, even the most faithful amongst us might have had our creeping doubts as the game drew to a close. One last corner, blocked, cleared. McAllister went, nah, just going to float one in, and Darwin went, nah, I'm just going to bang this with a header in the bottom corner. Sensational. Right, very simple concept. We've got 3 tiers. It might be 2 less than it really needs to be, but you know what? It's March now, so this is what it is. I am going to try and place every single player that plays for Liverpool today in one of those 3 categories, but I need your help. Use the comment section, put the player name, and put boss, sound, or you're messing alongside that comment, and then I'll, with my own thoughts plus the help of you guys, we'll try and fathom this all out. So I'm going to start with the goalie, but I'll ask you first and foremost, I'll ask you to do Connor Bradley if you don't mind. I'm going to give Cody Kelleher a boss, just not like right up the top, because by comparison to like the League Cup final or even the Southampton Cup game in the week, it was just a good goalkeeping performance. Good, solid, sound, made some good saves in the game, particularly the one in the first half. 0-0. Is it offside? Probably, but it wasn't flagged for offside, so it was a chance and he saved it. Good goalkeeping, very, very good indeed. Right. Loads of people agreeing. Craig Flynn there, just saying Kelleher was boss. Michael Fox says boss, miraculous save, confident, and overall just great. Brilliant. Right, okay, let's move on then to Connor Bradley. So, Liverpool's young right back, who at this point might just be the best right back in the league. Yes, okay. There we've got some great reactions to this one. Holly Bobs says Bradley boss. Craig Flynn says Bradley sound. Zaki says Bradley high sound. Yes, I think he's talking about Bradley. Talking about Kelleher in that comment. Anyway, Bradley, I thought Bradley was sound. It wasn't. It was a good, solid performance from Connor, to be perfectly honest. Bear with me. It was good. It was a good performance from Connor Bradley. We didn't use him as much today, I don't think. When we got him into the game, we looked really good for it. Again, great forays down the right-hand side, resilient defensively as well. Becoming what a standard Connor Bradley performance looks like. So I'm going to keep him in sound for the moment, and we maybe revisit that a little bit later on. Let's move to Konate. Let's do Ibu. I thought Konate was real. I thought he was really good. I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch for us. Again, keeping the door shut, being physically resilient, everything, all the good stuff that Virgil did, I think Konate did too. And Konate's issue forever will be that he's just not as good at football as Virgil van Dijk. And I mean by like on the ball, he's not as good a passer. He's not as good a dribbler, and the same with Matip as well. And there was a little point where I did wonder whether we might move Gomez to centre half, and it wouldn't be any slight on Konate's overall performance, but he kept arriving on the ball outside the 18-yard box as the spare man, and you're like, what's he going to do with this? But actually, as a centre half, I thought he was basically impeccable. The amount of times that we had to just go and snuff out some danger. Van Dijk did it brilliantly, and Konate did it brilliantly as well. I thought both the centre halves were excellent today, to be perfectly honest. Ruari Gogati says Konate boss. Konate boss says J-Rog. He controls the whole right half of the pitch. Redmen faithful, probably really big fans of the channel. Konate low boss. Andy Cooper says Ibu boss. Yeah, I agree with all of that. What about the skipper then alongside him? Zane says VVD super boss. Yeah, and I thought they were both excellent. I really did. I'm gonna push Ibu up a little bit higher because I thought they were, as a pair, they were just basically flawless. Taiwo Awani is a is a good powerhouse centre forward, and they were much better when they had him on the pitch because he occupies centre halves, whereas obviously Morgan Gibbs-White was playing as a false nine, dropping deep, didn't have as much impact. So yeah, even when they were tested later on, when maybe they might have been a little bit more fatigued or whatever, I thought the way they just shut up shop was just absolutely brilliant. VVD having a legacy year, says J Rod there. Drew Brown says VVD boss. Bear says Van Dijk was probably man of the match. Well, you'll get your chance to vote for man of the match a little bit later on in the show. Let's do Andy Robertson. I thought it was a high sound performance from Robbo. We lost a little bit taking him off for a few minutes because I just felt like he was just really warming into the game. We were keeping them pinned back. We were creating overloads. He was tearing down that side. And I wasn't convinced that was necessarily the right move. But then Costas put in some great crosses, didn't he? He really caused problems. His corner delivery was good as well. So yeah, I thought Robertson had a good game. And the good thing is right now is we're protecting him. You know, he's one of the senior lads. There's a lot of miles on that clock. He is a fantastic left back. Fantastic. Possibly still the best in the world. And the fact that we're able to make those changes and have a positive impact still, really, really good. Really good indeed. Michaela Perkins says, Robertson sound, didn't look 100%. Yeah, the fullbacks had a tough old time. We really had to work to give them the space, and that might be down to Forest, why Bradley and Robertson didn't get to have the true impact on the game that we know that they can do. But yeah, Sasha H says, Robbo definitely sound, not more. Mid sound says Florian. Clear, not 100%, but happy's back. Yeah, exactly. You need good quality players available to you. Right, let's do Joey Gomez. Another game in 6. Another game at left back, another game at right back for Joe Gomez. Chris Pajak asked the question in the build-up show before the watch-along today, and he said, who had Joe Gomez pegged as the James Milner replacement? Not I, but there you go. I thought he was sound. I think a couple of times he got sold down the river by poor under-hit passes to him. A couple of times, just his little bit of lack of finesse as a central and sometimes attacking midfielder was lacking. Wow, I mean, what a criticism. Joe Gomez wasn't great when he was forced into the number 10 because of the nature of the role. His passing wasn't quite sharp, his touch wasn't quite up to speed for that. Second ever performance in the central midfield for Liverpool, away in a hostile environment with a team that hasn't probably played in 11 before together in the same starting lineup. I think he handled everything that was thrown at him absolutely admirably. He probably deserves more just for the whole this. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to push Gomez up to boss because, like, the unsung hero, I think, of Liverpool's season so far, Joe Gomez. I don't think he's let Liverpool down in any way. Brilliant. J Rog says, at least high sound. He's a defensive Swiss Army knife. Yeah. Joey the Milner Gomez says Shari. Yeah, absolutely. And Ryan Rogers says Gomez doing what the squad needs. We're putting him in there. Okay, let's do... Oh, Bobby Clark. I'd kind of almost forgotten about him, to be honest, because I thought he was sound. He's a player, isn't he? He's a player. I don't know whether he's going to get the football this season to really flourish, because even with tons of injuries, you know, he's only just starting to get some minutes under his belt now. Obviously, the Europa League in the week, he'll probably be used again, which is great, because he should be, because he's there. I think not only is he there because we need him because of injuries, I do think he's there on merit as well. You know, there's lads that we've dropped into Liverpool midfield over the years when we've had like crazy injury crises, and like someone will get a game, and you go, okay, well, good. We'll wonder if he's good, and you go, he was okay, and then you don't see him again because he's not really up to the level. I think Clark's up to the level. I really do. I think there's another world where if he's not gotten injured right at the end of the preseason, start of the season, he'd have played more in the Europa League, and he'd be a little bit more settled, and he'd have a little bit more of a bank of evidence, a body of work behind him, that he could be in the same consideration, the way we're talking about Quanta and the way we're talking about Conor Bradley. It was a fine performance. Good, you know, he had a good shot. worked that side well, very fluid, played left mid, extended us on the left-hand side, tried to get to the byline, good close control, sound, absolutely sound performance for me from him. Saf Sweeney says, Clark was sound, can't imagine how good he will be in a season's time. Yeah, smart little player. And Michaela says, I actually forgot he was on the pitch, he slotted in so well. Yeah, really good. Florian there, sound, difficult game for him, but put in a shift, yes. And Dickie Oy says, league games are a step up. Clark will improve. Yeah, absolutely. Next, and Zayn Sheikh has preempted this one with a comment. This guy. Oh, yes! Alexis McAllister. Bang. Get him right up there. Just a great performance from Alexis McAllister, and obviously, so much of that could be just down to me, recency bias, the high, the euphoria of the end of the game. He's created the chance. Darwin Nunez stuck it away. Liverpool have got a mad, historic late win. He was great all game long, and I was a little worried, probably after we made the last substitutions, and I did think if his legs gone here, he played a couple of little sloppy passes underhit. There was one he tried to play down the channel to Darwin, and he totally underhit it, and Darwin was going on the shoulder, and instead he had to turn and try and come short for it, and lost it, and Darwin flipped. And you're like, is this, have we pushed him too far here? Nah. What a player. Okay. Darwin Boss says, Holly Bobs. He's so calm in every situation, says Evan Gunther. Trent Brown says, Macabus. Saf Sweeney, Macca's real quality's growing into midfield. What a guy. And yes, I'm going to give you an opportunity to vote for man of the match in a moment. I have a feeling he might be a strong competitor in that one. Harvey Elliott, I thought he was fine. I thought it was a good game. He was obviously fuming when he came off the pitch. And look, because he wants to impact football matches. He does. And I've seen some people saying he should have stayed on and Gakpo should have come off. The reality is Gakpo's a goal scorer, and Elliott right now isn't quite there yet. His all-round performance was great. His performance levels were great. He was still trying to create things and make things happen. I think it was just an ultimate freshening that gets him off the pitch. I don't think he disgraced himself. I don't think there was anything bad that warranted him to come off the pitch. More just shifting things up and ultimately trying to keep some bigger players on the pitch as well, or get more bigger players onto the pitch. So yeah, I thought it was a good performance from Elliott. 90-minute perspective says Elliott sound. Okay, Cody Gakpo. Probably the poorest performer for Liverpool on the day. I mean, the comments are all pouring in. Yemesson, Ben Gibson, basically Vader, Bear, Courier, Dan, Spirit, wasted chances. Tons, I think Cody, and I genuinely don't. So I'm going to say this. I don't think it was a very good Cody Gakpo performance. There's a couple of moments where he did some of the right stuff. It's been a weird season for him, hasn't it? And you can't deny that he's played his part. He's scored important goals for us. He's in double figures for goals across all competitions, which is a really big feat. It speaks to the depth of quality. It speaks to his quality as well. You don't just get given those goals. You've got to score them. It's not worked out for him as a nailed-on first 11 footballer for Liverpool this season. But ultimately, that doesn't happen for everyone. You will have... Some people will be better and some people will suit systems better. I've said this on other shows. I will not tolerate Gakpo slander. I will not tolerate Gakpo hate. I will not tolerate people saying he's crap or whatever. He's not. He's a really, really good footballer. And someone said on the post-match reactions, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We didn't do it with Darwin and we've reaped the benefits. And that. He was great last season. He's had some good moments this season. He's fallen foul of ultimately just not having a run and having the team not quite fit to him. He's not a winger who's going to take people on with his close control and skill. He's not a lead the line number 9. He is much more Firmino-like. But the problem right now is, there's another guy there. He's down the bottom. We'll come to him in a second. It's Darwin Nunez is doing the Firmino stuff and leading the line as well. If he's only a very good squad player for Liverpool, then Liverpool are going to have a very good squad. But it was a bad game for him today. Luis Diaz, what do we make? He had the ability, I thought. I think he's somewhere between. Basically Vader says that. Free Django says Diaz was upper sound. Always graphs and plays. Yeah, he ran himself into the ground again for Liverpool. And this is another one, this Liverpool keeping the season going, Liverpool still winning his piece of silverware, Liverpool still being in the FA Cup, all that stuff is built on the backs of the endeavour, particularly of Luis Diaz, but Gakpo as well. He's literally and almost figuratively carried this team in a bit of an unsung way. Van Dijk scored the goals, of course, but I've loved Diaz's performances of late, and this was another really good performance. Crafted stuff. He made things work. He terrorised their defence, but Nico Williams had a good game. So it's one of them. I thought he was fine. If he'd scored a goal, it would have been perfectly fitting and in keeping with the level of performance, I thought. But as it was like a failure to launch. It needed a goal and an assist. And if he got either of them, it's mad, because he'd have been absolutely nailed on for up there for me, if I'm being honest. Right, okay, let's do the subs. There's an order to this. Let's do Wataru Endo. Sound. Yeah, sound. Good to have him back. He's a 6. He's a very good 6. We're much better with him in the midfield, without a shadow of a doubt. Szoboszlai, I'll be honest, it's a bit unfair. First game back, he's had injuries. I think he was probably the other one. He had very, very little impact on the football game, unfortunately. His pace wasn't quite there. His touch wasn't quite there. He had a shot that, hit a guy in the face, I think. Not Szoboszlai's great one, but we know he's really good. We're much better for having him available to us. Let's make that perfectly clear. Kostas Tsimikas off the bench, getting a sound from me. Yep, good on you, Kostas. Another one, we just took our left back off and put our second choice left back on and added a new dimension to our play. His corners were better than the ones we've been delivering up to that point. Delivered some really interesting, dangerous crosses. Craig Flynn there says Tsimikas was sound. Kostas lad. Boss, Greek Scouser. Well, no, I'm not having him as boss, but he was top sound, says Bear. Yeah, thought he was sound. I was really impressed with Kostas. Good to see him. Another one where, in years gone by, your second choice left back coming on in a game that you're chasing. I've had some mad second choice left backs over the years. I'll tell you that for nothing. Right, Danzy. Yes, he's got his own cards. You'll never guess who we've stuck over. You can see the sellotape on that one. You'll never guess who we've covered up in a million years on that one. Jaden Dan's sound. Yeah. And I saw it mentioned, but it's right. Actually, he was more of a threat in his cameo than Gakpo was. What I like about him is he's really good at football as well, isn't he? I've seen target men at Liverpool before, big lads, centre forwards, and they can often be a little bit lumbering. I'm not sure he's like electric pace, but actually, the way he uses his body, the way he rolls men. Sorry, you've got it. Gonna give a round of applause to Q. Yep. Obviously took the goal, took the goalkeeper out as well. Little too excited, might need to rein that in a bit, but yeah, class. I love him. I think he's great. I hope we get to see a little bit more of him. I was a little concerned when he came on. Is it just going to be target man, throw balls into the box? But actually, as Steve pointed out, we had too many lads running away from the ball. Everyone wants to be the one to get into the box, and actually he then started dropping deep and taking on his man. Yeah, sound. And right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. What time is it? It's Darwin Nunez time. It's Darwin Nunez time. Right, where does Darwin Nunez go? Darwin Nunez. Have that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Just lash that card into space, says Koo. Yeah, Ballon d'Or 2024. Nunez. Yeah. Who's your man of the match? Let me know in the comments. Here it is. Who's getting the coveted man of the match award on the Redmen Player Rankings show for today? Right. Yeah, Zane Sheikh said, my only worry was that Darwin kicked the advertising board. Michael Fox says, Darwin, man of the match, boss. Darwizzy, boss of bosses. Nunez, man of the match, says Evan Gunter. Sever Willie says Kelleher or Macca. Mac and cheese says fries. Clearly. Darwin, let's see what else we got. Macca, man of the match, says Ethan Weisberger. Didn't put a foot wrong. Ooh. Man of the match, Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 1. Man of the match, Alexis McAllister. Congratulations, have that. What a phenomenal performance. And look, a huge shift put in by everyone on the board. Let's not underestimate it. You know, you've got to go on there, expend eggs of energy, pour it out for that team. I love these lads. I genuinely do. I hope you do too. If you love these lads, drop a like on this video. And if you want more post-match content, Chris and Steve doing an instant match reaction podcast and a player ratings, rating each of these beautiful bastards out of 10 over on redmenplus.com, exclusively video and in podcast form if you want to listen to it on the go. Fill your boots. They're still live right now on Redmen Plus, so you can literally go over, sign up and catch the end of that show now. So don't worry about what you're going to do next. Go and watch the lads. Do it. Do it now. Thank you so much. See ya. Bye. Thank you so very, very much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. The season is now well underway. If you need extra Redmen content, be it podcast, videos, documentaries, interviews, and general shows, fill your boots on redmenplus.com today.